What is up, YouTube? Market Monday, the video today. We got some new content dropping tomorrow in Madden, as well as some other content dropping later in the week. We're going to go through all 32 team champions, some market information, kind of some impacts from the drop coming out tomorrow, as well as some LTD investment updates. No time to waste. Let's hop right into it. Starting off with the MUT content schedule, we got early this Monday. Team champions going to be dropping tomorrow. Don't know the exact time, probably 7:30 a.m. West Coast time, 10:30 a.m. East Coast time. We also got team captain upgrades, of course, heavyweights, LTDs, Sugar Rush Part 2, pretty much confirmed to be Friday, and then, of course, Ultimate Legends. Let's hop in, though, into the 98 overall team champions. Starting off with the Lions 98 overall team champion, it's going to be Charles Harris, outside linebacker. Luckily, since the cards were kind of revealed throughout the day, I had the time to actually put down all the team cams for all the players, as well as height for, of course, DBs and wide receivers. Pretty much height when it actually matters. Shaq Thompson, the Panthers team champion, 92 speed. He's an outside linebacker, definitely not going to rush the passer, more of a coverage linebacker. Only Panthers team for him. Aaron Jones. And when I say these cards, I don't want to say like they're a little bit disappointing, but stat-wise, I mean, 94 speed for running back when we've been getting 96 and 97 speed running backs for the past 2 months, basically. Aaron Jones just, unless he's on the Packers team, 50 out of 50, he's just not going to be able to compete with the likes of Eric Dickerson, Edwin James, even Chris Johnson. Kirk Cousins for the Vikings, and a little bit of a disappointment in terms of the player selection, just because they already have a Randall Cunningham if you want to rock a strict Vikings theme team. Deshaun Gibson, senior, Bears, Browns, Texans, Jaguars, so a lot of theme teams are him. Strong safety, 95 speed is actually pretty good, 5'11", not the tallest, but a bunch of theme teams, he actually got good speed, because you're going to notice all of these cards, I feel like, were statistically made or created probably a month or two ago. They didn't realize like how overpowered like 98 overalls that are dropping now in the game. I'm using Calvin Johnson. 98 overalls that are coming out recently are juiced. I kind of passed over it. Dante Fowler Jr. for the Falcons, even though he's not actually on the Falcons anymore. Paulson Adebo Saints, 6'1", 96 speed. This is one of the better cards, I think, in this entire drop. Man-to-man archetype, I would like to see in zone, but Adebo, a great corner. Mike Evans, the tallest wide receiver, I do believe, in this drop, 6'5". Only Bucks theme team, 95 speed is good enough. I think, 96 powered up. If you have wide receiver strat cards, that gets to 97, right? Or no, 98. And then, of course, Bucks theme teams rock 99. Ezekiel Elliott, Cowboys. And again, another running back with 94 speed. It's going to be hard. I think even Tony Pollard might be better than Zeke. Probably have around that. I think Tony Pollard has 94, maybe 95 speed, but Zeke a little bit. I mean, great names in this program. Great names. Speed a little bit underwhelming. Not really for Terry McLaurin. 96 speed, I think, is good enough. I think really 96 speed is kind of that mark where I think is going to get up to 99 very easily. 6 foot, though, Terry McLaurin. Tay Crowder, not Jay Crowder, the basketball player. Giants theme team only for him. 92 speed, 90 hit power. Decent zone coverage at 84, so I guess one of the better coverage outside linebackers. Miles Sanders, another running back with 94 speed only. 82 catching, though, is very good for an elusive back. Trucking, not the best. Break tackle, though, and change of direction are pretty decent. Eagles only theme team for Miles Sanders. Matthew Stafford gets his long-awaited upgrade. This was like the only card when they announced we were getting team champions this morning. Matt Stafford was kind of that one player I'm like, okay, the Rams literally have nobody else to get upgraded, especially with Jalen Ramsey just getting card. Matthew Stafford, 82 speed, though, but Lions, Rams theme team for him. Jordan Brooks, Seahawks theme team. Again, another outside linebacker that is not going to rush the passer. Terrible pass rushing stats, so he's pretty much a coverage linebacker, but linebackers don't really jump, so you kind of got to put lurker on him to kind of make him viable in game. George Kittle gets an upgrade. This is a very big name player, 6'4", only Niners theme team. The disappointing thing, 93 speed. I mean, we had 93 speed Kyle Pitts back in November. I really hope EA kind of takes a look at the community feedback on these cards and kind of boost the speed, like +1 or +2 on a couple of different players. DeAndre Hopkins, 95 speed is probably suitable for him. Not the fastest player in real life. Cardinals Texans, 6'1". Could be giving him 96 speed, but I think 95 for receiver is good enough, especially because a lot of us rock those +1 wide receiver strat cards. So wide receiver speed-wise isn't that important, but I think for running back, Najee Harris, though, this is a good card. 96 speed, of course, Steelers only theme team, but I mean, great catching, great trucking, great change of direction, great break tackle. He's probably the best running back we got in this drop. Jesse Bates, if you've been with our community for our investment, it's kind of Jesse Bates, man. We have been waiting since the Super Bowl promo for him to get an upgrade. Jesse Bates, 6'1", Bengals theme team. Anthony Walker Jr., middle linebacker for the Browns and Colts. Not the best in zone coverage, only 74, but decent speed for middle linebacker at 92. Decent hit power, I'd say. Block shed, okay. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 97 speed. He had his playoffs card, 94 overall. Only 5'9". That's the only downside, I'd say, with Marquise Brown. Deep threat, not the best archetype, but Ravens theme for him. Ravens theme fans will be happy. Kevin Byard, He's been commissioned. He got the Black History Month card, and then people thought he was going to get the LTD. Well, he gets the 98 team champion. 94 speed is a little bit low, I think, for a safety. 86 hit power, also kind of low, but great zone coverage. Only 5'11", it's the only real downside I see with Kevin Byard's speed and height. Bobby Okereke, hopefully I pronounced that right, 93 speed, a 95 zone. I mean, if you want to talk about a middle linebacker that is going to cover, right? Like almost like Luke Kuechly as zone coverage from Bobby Okereke. Decent, not decent, amazing zone coverage. Shaquille Griffin, this is a pretty good card. Jaguars and Seahawks team. 96 speed, 6 foot. By the way, all these cards do get ×2 to the chem, only to the chem of their team that's kind of for the set. So they won't get ×2 for every single one of the previous teams, but for the team they're on currently, or the team kind of just on for their set, they'll get ×2. Camus, I'll say KJH, another outside linebacker, nothing too crazy. Eric Rowe, 94 speed, a little bit too slow, I think, for a safety. 6'1", though, but he does have Dolphins, Patriots, and Eagles team. Great zone coverage. Not the best hit power. Eric Rowe, 98 overall. Mac and Cheese, Mac Daddy, Mac Jones. Potentially could have won Rookie of the Year. Finally gets his long-awaited upgrade, 98 overall. And this is a pretty good card. Field General, 87 speed is pretty decent. Throw power, it's Mac Jones. He's not going to have 99 or 98. 95 throw power is decent for him. Jordan Poyer. This is one of the other cards I think was very expected for the Bills. Either pretty much him or Josh Allen. Jordan Poyer gets his upgrade. Bills, Browns, Eagles. I see a lot of Browns and Eagles players in this kind of program as I'm looking through all the players. Decent height. Elijah Moore, and also with Najee Harris. Elijah Moore and Najee Harris were 2 golden tickets that were going to be made, but the golden ticket actually kind of requirement, the forms have not been sent out yet, so I'm guessing the people that are making Elijah Moore and Najee Harris are going to change their golden ticket selection, but that is Elijah Moore. L'Jarius Sneed, not Patrick Mahomes and not Chris Jones, not even Trey Smith or Joe Thuney. L'Jarius Sneed, 6 foot. I mean, he's a great card, 96 speed. L'Jarius Sneed always seems to play very well for me when I ever pick up his card. Tim Patrick, this is an amazing card. Amazing card. He's 6'4", so he's one less inch than Mike Evans, but he has a 96 speed Broncos team. This is a very, very good card. Reminds me a lot of Calvin Johnson's Bo Nose. Austin Eckler gets kind of an upgrade from his Gridiron Guardian 291. 95 speed, great catching 91, great break tackle, great change of direction, decent trucking. Austin Eckler, Chargers team, definitely deserving of an upgrade. And the last and final card is going to be Hunter Renfrow, probably the best investment we're going to hit on today. Raiders only team, 5'10" slot. So fortunately, him and kind of Cliff Branch kind of filling that same role in the Raiders team. But that's all the 32 team champions. You guys let me know down in the comments how you feel about them. I'll tell you what, I don't think they're great cards gameplay-wise, but we'll get into it and why I think they are great for the market. The market impacts from these sets is going to be amazing. Let's hop into it. Starting off with some player investment impacts. Matthew Stafford has gone pretty much from about 100,000 coins to like 235, 250. And I will say on a lot of these players and my kind of mindset and I don't know, say ideology behind when to buy, when to sell, or yeah, hold or sell now. I'm selling now Matthew Stafford. I don't think these cards are very good. I think these cards are going to be very, very expensive, them being set cards. Matthew Stafford, 235, he bought for 100, bought for under 120. That was kind of the target price for him. Very good. I have sold all mine off now at the current moment at least for 225 to 240K. But I think anything above 200K for Matthew Stafford is very good. George Kittle, on the other hand, since his card speed-wise is so bad, his team of the week has not moved that much in price at about 90K. I'm looking for 100, 105. Hopefully he gets a speed update and this team of the week becomes a little bit more expensive. Moving on now to Jesse Bates. And for a most feared 92 overall at 68, 65K, I think this is a great price to sell. He was probably easily able to be bought for under 50K. He was bought under 50K, at least for me, kind of in the past 2 to 3 weeks. Heavily waiting on this card. 93 overall most feared. Pretty much only went up to 80K. Randy Moss, DK Metcalf when they got cards. 65K for 92, I think is solid. The decent sell now. Aaron Jones, unfortunately, I sold both my Aaron Jones Reduxes over the weekend for about 40 to 45K. He got a card. His Redux is 120K. I would sell now. His card is not very good. It's going to be very expensive. I think all these cards are going to be at least 300K, 350K, which is very, very expensive just because the set requirements for them. Hollywood Brown, another player I think you should sell now. Him being a 94 set playoff card, 140K. He was probably around the 65, 70K mark before he got revealed. Double your coins if you happen to have a Marquise Brown lying around in your binder. I would sell. Take the profit, can't go broke, taking a profit on these cards. Hunter Renfrow, probably the best investment of kind of this program drop. There's actually none of him on the block. Looking at the back at Dak Prescott from a few weeks ago, he went all the way up to 300,000 coins for his Harvest 92 All-Star. I'm looking for around 200 to 250 for Hunter Renfrow. Since I know there are not going to be a lot of them in circulation, I should be very patient and should be able to get at least 200K for Hunter Renfrow. And then finally, Mac Jones. It was a great investment, man. I had a couple of him lying around thinking that he was probably going to get maybe a Sugar Rush player. I bought them for really 20 to 25K over the past 2 weeks. He's 58, 60K. I have sold all but one of my Mac Jones. My Mac Jones, I think, is up there for 62K. But anything over 50K for Mac Jones, I think is great. But now we're going to actually go back to Madden 20 and kind of look at the comparison or what we can maybe expect for how these sets or what these sets are going to require. Looking back at the Madden 21 Team Masters, which I know the different title, Team Champions, Team Masters, they seem to change it every year. Team MVPs, the Team Masters, now the Team Champions. Last year, these players were 99 overall. They pretty much came around out at the same time. What was carded last year within the sets were a bunch of Team Affinity players. You had one 98 overall Team Diamond, 195 overall Team Builder, 195 overall Team Standout, 192 Team Builder, and then another 91 overall Team Builder. And then you got the 99 overall version back and the 98 Team Diamond back as an end cat. So definitely different requirements for this year. Kind of how I'm prepping, or if you want to prep, I think the best kind of thing you can do right now, maybe 95 Team Diamonds. Right now, 95 overalls training-wise are going for about 80,000 coins. So I think picking up anything under 87k for a Team Diamond, if they are required, will probably go up to around at least 100 to 105 to like 115, especially for the great players. So under 87k is a pretty safe investment. I won't really pay over 90 just because if they are not required, they're going to go back down to 80k, back down to pretty much training discard. So if you see some under, I'd say 87k, look to scoop. Also 90 overalls, I'd say under 40k, but these probably might not be required. The other kind of, and I think the best thing you can do to prepare is gap packs. If these players do require a lot of team builder players like 84 overall, 88 overall, and then 93 overall team builders, those team builder sets are going to be heavily in demand. And what you need for those sets is a lot of mid to low elite players. So doing the gap pack, kind of just getting a bunch of, I'd say 80 to 87 overall elite players is probably the best thing you can do. You can expect those players really, especially if you're early on. If you're on early on in the morning, those low elites might have an insane demand. You may probably flip a bunch of 84, 88, 93 team builders for a good price. I won't really go out and buy team builders because they're not really going to go up like more a ton. It's just more they're going to be bought more frequently. So you might be able to knock out some Team Builder 2, Team Builder 3 sets for like, I'm talking OG, Prime TB2, Prime TB3 kind of profits where cards were selling pretty much every single minute, making like 10 to 15k per set. But now we're going to look at one other thing I think could come out of this Team Champion drop. Training variety packs. I think this is the last chance if team variety packs are ever going to come in Madden 22. It's going to be tomorrow. They haven't announced team variety packs. They haven't announced these sets, of course, for these 98 overall team champions. However, if these sets require a lot of team builders, or maybe let's say team of the weeks, legends, I don't know, core, anything pretty much like low overall to mid elites, I could see them dropping the training variety pack just to give kind of a boost to a lot of those, because especially like team builder 3s, I mean, if team builder 3s, 2s, and 1s are required, I mean, there's already not a lot of team builder 1, 2, and 3s on the market. They kind of need to boost kind of how we do the sets, and you need a lot of low elites, a lot of mid elites, team of the weeks maybe. Look out for a training variety pack. You can invest in some training, but it's probably like a 10% chance we get a training variety pack. But if it's ever going to come out, it's dropping tomorrow morning. Keep your eye out for that. And finally, hopping into kind of the normal Market Monday, I'd say content in my video kind of structure. Taking a look at the remaining April schedule. Of course, we're on Monday. Team Champions coming tomorrow. I'll say tomorrow morning, 7:30, 10:30 a.m. East Coast time, West Coast time, but who knows? It might be delayed until the afternoon. Heavyweights, LTDs, Sugar Rush Part 2, pretty much confirmed for Friday. Easter eggs do open on Sunday, so kind of a general like market information. You should be looking really to like slowly liquidate your binder before Sunday. You don't have to worry about the market crashing Saturday night and kind of a panic, because there's still going to be demand for eggs up until Sunday morning. So you kind of be patient really throughout the week. Sell off your investments. You can sell off your team. I'll probably have a video on that, like if you should sell your team, more specific videos on Easter eggs in general, kind of over the next few days as we prep for that Easter market crash. But the last thing I'm kind of going to go over, because I don't really want to go over like Easter eggs, when to buy, like all that stuff, I'm going to have specific videos on. Talking about LTDs, LTD investments, Trent Williams right now at about 630k. I want 700k for Trent Williams. I bought for about a 550 average, so 700k would be right above 75k profit per card. Jayon Brown has been an amazing investment. I bought all mine pretty much from 450 to 500. He's 662, and I think, yes, he can go up a lot more because he's a Raiders theme team, but I don't really want to hold too many LTDs, especially we're getting just a ton of content drops really over the next week and a half. I don't want to hold LTDs long term. Really anything over 650 for Jayon Brown, I think is amazing, amazing, amazing. Lamar Jackson. Now, I have two different thought processes for each of the Easter LTDs so far. Lamar Jackson, I am looking more to sell off before Easter morning, just because he's a quarterback, and quarterbacks, while Lamar Jackson is an amazing card, a golden ticket S-statted card, Lamar Jackson and quarterbacks in general just get replaced very easily. We get one or two quarterbacks, 98 overall plus, pretty much every single week. So I want 550 for Lamar Jackson. I paid 421 for one Lamar Jackson investment. The rest I had just pulled. 550 is my kind of target price to sell off Lamar Jackson. However, Jalen Ramsey is a lot different. I'm actually going to be holding, and this is a risk, and you got to have a lot of coins, because if you need coins to buy Easter morning, you probably want to sell off these LTDs, but Jalen Ramsey, I am holding through Easter morning because I saw what happened with the Ghost LTDs during Christmas. Devonta Adams, Micah Parsons were two of the most sought after players really in the game going into Christmas morning, and everyone planned on buying their team Easter morning or Christmas morning, and when they did, some of the first cards they went after were Devonta Adams, Micah Parsons, and Tim Tebow all skyrocketed Christmas morning. I'm feeling the same thing, Jalen Ramsey. I think a lot of people, when they go to buy their team, they're all going to buy them at once, Easter morning, and Jalen Ramsey is going to be at the top of a lot of people's kind of target list to pick up for players. So yes, I'm probably only squeezing out an extra 500, 50 to 100K. So if you don't have a lot of coins, I'd say sell off Jalen Ramsey. I'm going to be patient with Jalen Ramsey. I can see, especially because he's probably a top 3 corner in the game. He's not super expensive, especially for an LTD 99 overall Jalen Ramsey. I think I could easily get 600K, especially Christmas. I keep messing it up. Easter morning, I think I get 600K for Jalen Ramsey, but that is going to wrap it up for this video. I know it's a long one. We had a ton of content to get into. Tons of videos this week, probably every single day going forward up until Easter morning. I actually am streaming a little bit after this video does drop, kind of go over some market information, some prepping for team champions. Hope to see you there. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, peace.